Every morning it's something new about something on my mind, and the something is that there's not enough love in this world, man. I was just thinking about that. As I think about as I get older, man, I think about the things that I grew up learning about love and respect of other people, man. And I think we've lost that. I talked about that on the previous podcast yesterday, where people have lost that respect for other people not only just in general, no matter where you go, but you know, common courtesy on the roads, everything, man. And it's a shame that art of respecting other people is lost. It's completely lost, folks. It is. It's lost like I don't know what. And it's not getting any better. That's the bad part about it. It's getting worse and worse and worse. And people just want to do dumb shit on the road. Excuse my French. It just pisses me off sometimes, man. Every morning it's the same story. Every damn morning. I get out here and people ride you a bumper like not without a care in the world. Like you don't have any kids in the cars or not. Not that I necessarily do most of the time anyway, because I don't. But just the fact that I'm on the road here and you doing that pisses me off. It does. It's just disrespectful, man. And I think we lost the art of respecting one another just for the sake of respect. You know, I know people's like, "What are you talking about?" Oh, I'm talking about a lot of, you know, I know I'm talking about from personal experience, from being out here, from living the 60 some odd years, from personal experience on how people act towards people out here. There's a difference between how people acted. I'm talking about particularly my people, how we treated each other 50 plus years ago versus how we do now. Big difference. I ain't saying that applies to everybody, but it applies to certain folks. And sometimes I have to speak what's on my mind. You know, I speak to you on days when I'm happy. Speak to you days when I'm kind of a little in the funk. I speak to you with days when I'm sad. You know, and this is a little bit of more of the melancholy kind of thing because I see the stuff that's going on now with number 47, and it ain't good. It ain't good at all. And it gives me a very sickening feeling that haven't had since COVID. You know, and I never had COVID, but I'm just saying it gave me a feeling when you heard about all those cases of COVID and people were dying left and right, and and it's like a feeling of despair, a feeling of hopelessness, and now it's gone to fruition where it's completely like that at times for me. You know, I heard about a big tire fire, some kind of tire plant fire in Philadelphia area, and it was out of control. I just saw it earlier this morning, and I was thinking, I said, this number 47 uh, is against regulation. He wants to deregulate stuff, and I'm like, dude, stuff that like that fire that happened is the reason why you don't need to deregulate anything, you know. And to me, that sets a dangerous precedence out here when you don't when you deregulate things. No, regulations of materials and stuff like that is a reason why it's regulated. Okay, for the safety of all Americans, man. I mean, it's just nuts. I don't know what like I said. I don't understand it. I mean, I don't know, man. We just got to pray, man. That's all there is to it, and make it a prayerful thing about love, man. Having love for others, man. You know, because all this deregulating and cutting back certain programs to help the poor is in itself a crime. It's a true crime to me, man. I'm just Sick of it, and it pisses me off so bad. And yet it makes me sad at the same time. I say, man, what is going on with this world, man? I'm just not quite in tears, but it made me want to be in tears about it because it's like, what's going to happen in the future of the children that's coming up and the grandchildren, great grandchildren after that, man, with all this mess going on? What's going to be left of them? You know, it just it's just another burden that we got to deal with that we don't have to deal with when you talking about deregulating stuff and cutting back programs for the poor and cutting jobs because the jobs that they cut is going to affect. It's going to be a domino effect, and that's why I understand. So how you going to talk about? To, they said people need to go back to work, and then the very people you talking about going back to work is the very people you try to lay off, and you're doing it without even uh, checks and balances on why you're doing it. You know, if there was a checks and balances on it, then I could understand. I don't see any checks and balances on this right now. That's the scary part. There are none right now that I know of. This is crazy. This is crazy, folks. This is absolutely crazy, man. It really is. Oh Lord. Morning, Kelly. Thank you for asking. Kaylee, morning. I don't know what this pop site is. I don't know what they're talking about. But yeah, it's just it's crazy, man. I mean, my morning's not going bad so far. But I'm just thinking about people who want to suffer at the hands of a uh, deregulation, deregulated uh, type of president that we got out here. You know, I have a problem with that. I have a big problem with that, folks. And it does give me a sunken, what do you call what in that movie that said the sunken place. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting right now. I really am. I mean, I feel like I'm in a sunken place out here, folks. That's what it is. I'm in a sunken place where it seems like you're in a jam. What? And it's like it's not going anywhere. You know, I don't know. I don't know, folks. It's not good. It's not good. We gotta stay prayed up. We gotta stay mindful of the things that's going on around the world. We need to actually, show respect and love for other people, man. Be kind. Show kindness. That's what I'm talking about. So I did a whole thing on that yesterday. And I think in our world we don't show enough of it. We don't. People just don't care no more. They don't care like they used to, man. It's just the days of you. Wow, man. The days of people caring about each other. It's just like it's just going completely out the window, folks. It's completely out the window. You know, the way people drive down is insane, man. I'm like looking at it, it's like I'm on the road now. It's like, wow, it's aggressive, you know, and they don't seem to care at all. Not a care in the world. They'll be riding your bumper. You be doing 68, 69 miles on the 55 zone, and they will still ride your bumper. They do not care. You be doing 70 on the 55 zone. They do not care. These folks do not care out here. It's just the fact that people it's just a rush world. And like I was saying before in the previous podcast, it's about people wanting that automatic gratification. Like I was talking about Amazon. Amazon, you get your stuff within, average maybe 3 days or less. I've gotten spoiled with that. I know a lot of people have. I know I'm one of them. And I had a former coworker said she considers herself an Amazon queen. I said, yeah, that's my wife. She's the same way too. But nevertheless, though, streaming services, you know, ATMs, what you call self-service checkouts. That's the latest and greatest right there. That's really spoiled people because you ain't got to be in there long. But by the same token, it takes away jobs. And then those self-service checkouts don't always work. I actually had one at McDonald's where they had a self-purchase kiosk. You know, McDonald's they put them in a lot of restaurants now. A lot of restaurants. I don't know if Burger King got them, but McDonald's got them. And I've used them at least 3 or 4 times. They have never worked, not once. I always had a problem every time. I've always had a problem. They have never worked for me successfully. You're supposed to go in there, make your purchase, put the card in or whatever. And I think it give you a receipt or something. Yeah, it give you print out a number or something like that. It give you a number. And almost every time it has never successfully worked. Mind you, this is at 3 different McDonald's locations. Did the exact same thing. And it wasn't my card or anything like that. It just never successfully worked properly. That's all. Never have. Trucks I use, man. Jeez. We're talking about economies, man. Well, guys, oh, hey, Aiden, how you doing? I'm just talking about how things now have changed to a point where you really have to be mindful of what you're doing out here, man. And I wish that, I was talking about how kindness goes a long way, and people don't invoke that anymore. They don't. It's an automatic world where things is like rush, 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 boom, boom, boom. You know, that's what's in the count for people, even on the roads. You know, I mean, you could be going past the speed limit and they will still ride your bumper. I got one doing it now. It don't matter. What matters is that you take care of yourself and you look out for your family and you love one another, man. And you treat everybody the way you want to be treated, man. You know, that's the way I see things sometimes. I'm actually going to start doing some of these podcasts on my other channel. Unfortunately, I can't do them live because unless I get a certain number of viewers, a certain number of subs on my Inspire channel, it won't happen. So I my Inspire channel is INSPIRE, Inspire. Wow, why are these people doing it this morning, man? Nobody, not happening. They're gonna big old freight truck in front of me. It's not happening. No. But anyway, that's all I got, folks. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all, man. Um, man, try to be kind to people, man. Sometimes, man, it works in the long run. I'm out.